Hey, Shalom, Barakathe Hawa, Barakathe Al Shai, Barakathe Hawa, Barakathe Al Shai, Barakathe Hawa, Barakathe Al Shai. Okay, double honors to all praises unto Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, Waha Rakah Kadash, Barakatham. Okay, all praises unto Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honor to your brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So, this is going to be a quick video regarding what we know as within the scriptures as the flower of a woman's age. Okay, the point wherewith a girl becomes a woman. Okay, and through the scriptures, it's clear to find out that's when the when the flower is revealed. Okay, and many a times you've seen it on TV programs such as Game of Thrones. Okay, and you've seen it clearly within the scriptures. Okay, you've seen it all over the place, wherewith within the history, this was the point where women were married off. Okay, they became wives to whoever whoever the father chose to be the husband to that woman, because you had it to where you had arranged marriages, which were more stable than these emotion-based marriages that you have today. Okay, emotions are inherently fickle, and as a result, you got to where divorce rates are perpetual. Okay, they're perpetually high. Okay, not to mention that you're biologically speaking, you can fall in love with any woman, man. Okay, that's just how the Most High set it up. They all have breasts, and they all have curvy hips. Okay, so when you come in, you talking about marriage, traditional marriage. When a woman typically reached the flower of her age, that's when the parents would marry her off, because pretty much after that she'll start getting the feels. And if she ain't married off, then that's just gonna be a wasted of 16 years of rearing up. Okay, so now the purpose of this video is going to show you that how much the diet that you're eating has negatively impacted this basic principle of life that the Most High put forth out there as an indicator, okay, to age, as a sign or of times, man. Okay, and pretty much the diet that we're eating within the West is whack, is shite. Okay, and it's got a lot of negative not a lot of negative impacts towards your body. Okay, that's why you've got all kind of cancer diseases due to high sugar. Cancers thrive in a sugar and acidic environment. Okay, so that's one of the reasons there. And also too, more toward the point of this video, puberty. Okay, and you're gonna see within this article here, this shift towards a more meat-based diet. Okay, has had it to where pretty much a lot of these kids is messed up. And it's not so much the meat, because really when you check out real meat, okay, and when you check out, like if you're going on one of them bodybuilding forums, or you're checking out how to increase your libido or how to increase your testosterone, they pretty much tell you, man, okay, you stay away from processed meat, the GMO meat, okay, factory meat, okay. But pretty much if you're on what the Most High had intended, for instance, if you're eating beef and that beef has been grass fed, okay, that beef is going to be actually very beneficial towards you. Matter of fact, grass fed beef, okay, it's got a lot of omega-3s in it and a lot of good stuff in it, okay, that's supposed to be beneficial. So this notion of shifting towards a more meat-based diet is actually unsubstantiated, okay, and it's really how these meats that you're eating is reared up. For instance, a lot of the chicken that you be eating, and I advise you brothers, if you can, okay, stay away from what I call mass-produced chicken. Okay, if you can, okay, either reduce the chicken that you're eating, but if you can afford to eat quite a bit of chicken, then go out there and get some free-range chicken, because it's gonna be the ones that you get from the factory, them factory what you call manufacturing belt chicken with all of the hormones and all of that is going to cause you a lot of problems, and some of those problems we're going to be reading about here within this article here. So meat's not the problem, okay, there are whole civilizations out there that are just purely meat based, man. Okay, like the Hadza out there, them Hamites, okay, known as the Hadza. Okay, they eat a purely meat, okay, if not entirely all meat diet. Okay, their diet is meat based, and they have they have no problems. Okay, pretty much because they ain't out here, eating estrogen filled chickens. Okay, to increase profits for Esau. Okay, so it says here, can diet influence the onset of puberty? Well, throughout this whole week, I've been checking out videos because a brother, Shaka, had sent me a video, okay, with a doctor of testosterone, which brothers, you should check that out, okay. Diet is a day-to-day battle within this society, and it must needs be treated as such, and you're gonna have to fight yourself and purge yourself from your so-called comfort foods, and adhere yourself into a more beneficial diet for your spirit, man. Okay, now when the kingdom comes, you could eat great, okay, but when the kingdom comes, you're gonna be eating great, and that food is gonna be healthy too. That's gonna be the difference. Right now, what you call a day-to-day food is mostly poison. Okay, so you really have to make a big effort towards benefiting your diet. But going back onto the point I was making, okay, you're gonna find out the diet, okay, it attributes to your mood, okay, it attributes to how you feel, okay, because all of them chemicals within your body called hormones is all what? Is all produced as a result of the food that you eat. Okay, so if you ain't eating right, then you ain't gonna be right. Okay, and it says an alarming. So the question to answer to this question is, yeah, of course. Okay, you are what you eat. Okay, it says an alarming trend is taking place within the United States today that's affecting the health and well-being of our children. The rate in which our children are going through puberty has increased significantly since between 1997 and 2010. Okay, and it says before the 20th century, the average age of puberty was for girls was 16 or 17. Okay, so when we're talking about the flower of the age as pertaining to the scriptures, okay, that's that age that they was, maybe even a little bit higher than that. Okay, that the scripture was talking about. And you have some idiot out there, okay, talking about 9 or 10-year-old girl, okay, which is absolute. That's how you know these guys are demons, man. And that's how you know they don't do their own research. That's how you know they're out there in McDonald's eating all kind of garbage, and they are what they eat. What they eating is garbage, man. Okay, because if you did, all it takes is to do a little bit of research. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, and you find out what the scriptures is talking about, man. It says in the age of menarche, okay, has declined over the past 100 years. And says today approximately 16% of all girls, 16% of young girls are reaching puberty by the time they reach their 7th birthday, with roughly 30% by the time they reach 8. Okay, and that all is attributed to the crappy food you're eating, man. Okay, the normal healthy age for menarche under conditions of excellent nutrition without caloric excess. Okay, eating too much, and that's one of the problems, because you got a high fat or high fat inducing diet. Okay, when you're overweight and you have a lot of excess calories and you put that weight on, what happens is that you start building up a lot of estrogen, man, because the fat cells, okay, the fat cells that you have out there and you call it a beer belly and you're happy about that, them fat cells is doing all kind of detrimental things towards your body, man. Okay, so you got to work that off. All right, and it's cyclic, because the more fat you have, the more estrogen you have, the more fat you're going to produce. And the same thing with testosterone is cyclic. The less fat you have, the more testosterone you have. Therefore, you build even more testosterone within your body, which is going to be beneficial to this truth. Okay, now for some brothers out there, okay, they might need to increase their fats because they're going on out wild out there. Okay, no, that's an inside joke. But really, you want to be at optimum, okay, testosterone levels. Okay, if you're a man, okay, even if you're a woman, because testosterone goes into building your health up. Okay, your what's known as your what's the word I'm looking for? Your healing factors within your body. Okay, but going back onto this here, okay, a caloric excess would probably fall somewhere between without caloric excess will probably fall between somewhere between 15 and 18. But today in the US, about half of all girls, okay, are developing breast at 10. Okay, and the average age of monarch is less than 12 and is still declining, and that's all due to the diet. Okay, so let's go into some of these influences. So it says what factors influence early puberty. And it says referred to as precocious. Okay, precocious puberty is not caused by one factor. The neurological and hormone systems that control the onset of puberty are complex, but research has determined a number of environmental and lifestyle factors that are contributing to the decline in age. Okay, so it says excess fat produces estrogen. I just spoke about that. You don't want to have that fat too high, man. If you can help it. Now, if you're up in age, obviously, your testosterone is going to dip down when you start hitting a certain age, man. So naturally, you're going to put on more weight. So that's understandable. But if you're a young man, you don't really, and you can lose fat, like, your metabolism is all working, still, fully functional. Then I would highly advocate, okay, you make some changes to your diet, because it's all diet. Caloric excess is about diet. It's not about training. Okay, it's about you eating a lot of empty calories, which leaves you feeling hungry. So therefore, you eat more empty calories, which leaves you hungry again. You eat more empty calories. That's caloric excess. But when you're eating nutritious food, you ain't gonna be feeling hungry like that. Okay, but you don't have to eat as much. So your beans, your nuts is one of the greatest things that the Most High has ever created, because 100 grams of steak, okay, is about 100 grams of peanuts. Okay, if not more so in protein, and you got all the nutrition that you need from them peanuts. Matter of fact, if you eat beans and peanuts and rice, as far as your body's concerned, you've had a full meal with all the trimming, man. Okay, so it says excess fat produces estrogen. We read about that. Okay, it says rising rates of overweight and obesity contributes to early sexual development, and all of these people out here, okay, in caloric excess of some degree. Okay, most of the people within the world are in some form of caloric excess. And it's not about going out there training. It's all about eating too much. Okay, not everybody was born to be a warrior or not everybody's going to be out there just having the time like that to train. Not everybody got time like that. But if you're eating too much, you're going to put on the weight. Okay, especially those empty calories. And if it's messing up puberty, imagine what it's doing for your day-to-day emotions, man. Okay, especially if you're a man, you don't want to be too estrogenic, man. Okay, that makes you emotional. Okay, it says animal protein raises hormone levels. Okay, that's what they're saying, but I'm not entirely too certain about that, because we ate meat within the history. Okay, so that could be just to how they raise up the meat in this country, because within the so-called Western world, because the meat that we ate within the ancient world was grass fed. Okay, that meat had a good life, man. Okay, so it weren't full of poisons. It weren't reared to make mass profits. It was just reared, and it was reared right, man. Okay, it weren't designed to destroy you, which is what you go from the beef that you have out here with like hundreds of different toxins and chemicals. Okay, 60 to 70% of all estrogen is in our food comes from dairy. Okay, so if you got that meat, not that meat, rather more that milk, man, you don't want to be drinking milk. First of all, that's not milk. Okay, now, like I said, when we was in the kingdom, we had milk, man. When Jerusalem was set up, we had milk. But the milk that they're offering you out there on the table, that's not milk, man. That's not milk. Again, you can have milk, okay, according to the law, you can have it. But what you're buying in Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Walmart, that's not milk. Okay, it's a chemical concoction, okay, derived from a cow's titty, okay, which looks like milk, okay, but it ain't milk. That's not the milk that naturally comes from them wild cows. Don't produce that, okay. And that's why you got all to where everybody out here is fat or their homes are all over the place. Okay, so I mean, pretty much you can see the trend of this video. Okay, BPA. Okay, so the plastic containers that you have, if it's got BPA in there, that's gonna mess yourself up. Okay. And they mentioned some few other things. So pretty much, I think the objective of the video is complete. Okay, just gonna take better care of yourself, man. Okay, eat your greens like your mother says, man. Okay, because then greens, puts your hormones in balance. Okay, But also too, the main point was to show you that the early onset of puberty has really decreased by a significant factor, if not a decade, okay, in some cases, due to the terrible diet that you call a Western diet. Okay, so with that, hopefully that was of edification. Since I wasn't trying to offend anyone, I was just doing a video. I was just in the spirit. I'm not trying to get on people, so don't feel like I was attacking you. And hopefully that was of edification. With that, I'm gonna say all praises unto Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shemi Shai. Waha Rakakadash Barakatam. Shalom.